If you're watching this, you most likely have seen the Chris the Scientist video on how to make a track similar to the style of black balloons. Today I wanted to try something fun and try the following tutorial myself, but of course I'll be recording and showing you the results. So let's get this going. First he tells us to use PlayStation sounds, white noise, and pads. This is a good chance to show you an easy way to make your own white noise on FL Studio. Add a 3x oscillator and select all three dice looking icons, and you're all set. Next I went to his description and clicked his link to find PS2 samples. I decided to go with Kingdom Hearts samples, and I took the sounds from the jungle level. For the pads, I will also be making them myself. To show you how to make your own unique sounding pads, all you need to do is open the Edison in FL Studio and then drag in a part of the song that you really like, and then blur it all together. You can mess around with the impulse waves to get a better result as well. He then tells us to use some real percussive elements. He uses hats, but I decided to go with more bongo sounding samples. I was feeling the jungle vibe. So this is what we have so far. A pretty ominous sounding jungle, I'd say. I'm liking the ambience so far. So next we need to add the soul of the song, and in this case, that would be the drums. So for this part, I just kept messing around with the drums and chopping it up until I was happy. I also added a second loop like Chris does in his song. I noticed that he layered his fills with an extra hard kick as well, so I added that. After this, it was time for the 808. I had an old school jungle 808 laying around, so all I did was beef it up because it was a bit low. I messed around with the arrangement a little bit more and moved on to the vocals. I just tried to do something with a similar vibe to him, and this is what I came up with. It wasn't that great, so I went back later and I cleaned it up a bit, and that's what you're going to hear in the final mix. I deviated a little bit again and decided to add a phaser to the drums to give them a bit more movement. Okay, so that about wraps up the entire Chris tutorial. Here's my final result.
Come on! This should help. Come on!
Thanks for watching if you made it this far. And make sure to give Chris a sub. He had an amazing tutorial and it was a lot of fun to follow. If you want to listen to a song where I flipped a J-pop sample, then make sure to click this link here. And until next time, peace.